was advanced ancient technology used in the construction of Punku, and what led to its mysterious demise? Punku, which means door of the Puma, is a place where one loses the notion of space and time. The temple complex is located high in the Andes Mountains near Tiwanaku, Bolivia, and is one of the most incredible ancient ruins you will find in the world. Tiwanaku was obviously a major ceremonial center of a very ancient culture that spread across much of the Americas, but the people that built it mysteriously disappeared, and the center was wiped out in a great cataclysm. Is of Punku, where you can see small holes that are placed with such perfection, that it is hard to believe that primitive man achieved this with only sticks and stones. Punku is one of the most important places if you want to see what ancient man was capable of. Some of the worked stones are among the biggest ever found in the ancient world. These blocks are a trademark of Punku, and perhaps one of the best examples of lost technology. The perfection present within these blocks is staggering. It is difficult to even think that ancient mankind managed to cut, transport and stack these blocks of stone to such perfection without the use of some sort of technology.
Punku is a large ancient structure that forms part of the Tiwanaku site in western Bolivia, believed to date back to around 536 AD. The name Punku means the door of the Puma, and in the later Inca tradition, Tiwanaku is believed to be the site where the world was created. At its peak, Punku is thought to have been unimaginably wondrous, but a lack of written record, its current deteriorated state due to historic looting, stone mining for building and ballast, as well as natural weathering, has made the site even more mysterious. Nobody really knows anything about it. What we do know is that Punku is a truly incredible feat of engineering. Some blocks of stone are more than 7 meters long, weighing more than 130 tons. Some are made from a type of red sandstone, which would have had to have been transported up a steep incline to reach the site. Whilst other blocks, including the famous H blocks, are made from the volcanic rock andesite. The stones are finely cut and interlocked with perfection. Stone faces are perfectly flat, and corners are exact right angles. Details on the stone, whether for fitting, function or ornamentation, are often complex, yet are always perfect. Whether straight lines that are grooved into hard volcanic rock, perfectly circular holes, or irregular patterns as we can see here, the workmanship is always perfect. The stones of Punku all interlock. It must have been like a giant puzzle to put the ancient structure together. There was no room for error when they fashioned the individual stone blocks. The ancient architects of Punku were meticulous. They created foundations, fitted stones directly to the bedrock, and there is also evidence of irrigation systems, hydraulic mechanisms and sewage lines. This is a complex settlement and very advanced. Back in December 2018, scientists actually restored the enormous structure to its former splendour as a 3D model. Using a 3D printer, they recreated all of the individual blocks at 4% scale, and Alexei Vranich, an archaeologist with the University of California, worked with his team to fit them together through trial and error. In the end, they produced a near-complete model of Punku. It was a sizable complex of plazas and ramps, adjoining a massive T-shaped platform with its featured gateways and windows seemingly carved from single blocks of stone. In 2006, experts did try to reconstruct the actual site, but although well intended, they actually made things far worse, and today, not a single stone sits in its original place. Every single block has been moved, several have been lost, and most of them suffer heavy damage. I will do a video on their full findings in the future, but they were published on December 13th, 2018 in the journal Heritage Science. Researcher and author Brian Forster has been to the site on many occasions and researched it in depth, and on his fantastic channel, linked in the description below, you can learn a great deal about Punku and view the anomalous structure in all its glory. Not everybody believes that the work started on the site around 536 AD and that it actually goes back much further in antiquity, being the handiwork of a lost ancient civilization and being a truly ancient part of the later Tiwanaku site. Whatever its age, what has never been fully explained is just how the blocks were cut, transported from the quarries and then shaped, but maybe we've been looking at it all wrong.